broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yeah! 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 Hey guys! Yeah! All right, welcome back to another Nashville AfterBuzz TV show. This is season 3, episode 12, called "I've Got Reasons to Hate You." I am one of your hosts, JJ Jurgens, and I'm joined here tonight by...
Hi y'all, Whitney Lane.
And in Violet's seat today, well, Violet's not here. We love you, Violet. Shout out. But I'm Keetin Marchi, not Violet Kanyan. Keetin
Violet's
Marchi
doing
here.
Idol tonight for all you Idol fans. She'll be back next week. And first, let's start out by saying, if all of you haven't gone online yet and subscribed to this channel, please do so you can follow us every week here and get in the conversation about Nashville, because you know we always have plenty to talk about on this show. And we love seeing your comments. We love reading your comments and interacting with you guys. So please get on there and do that. Also, if you want to follow people on Twitter, you can follow these guys at...
Ladies first.
Well, thank you. What are you calling yourself there, honey? Yeah, you can follow me on
Use
Twitter
your
and
words.
Instagram at Southern_wit. And you know I'll be talking some Nashville, so we'll keep that convo going.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Keetin Marchi.
And I'm at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, Jurgens JJ on Instagram.
And I'm a lady too. I just was trying to be nice to you.
But I don't know.
My birthday is Friday. You better be nice to me.
Aw,
Happy
happy
early
early birthday.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's dive right in. Okay, so let's begin talking about...
Don't care.
I'll tell you what we're going to talk about.
That's our
Micah.
feelings about Micah. Yeah, you know,
No more. I'm over it.
we thought we were done with him, right?
Last week we were like, oh good, we can move past this, we're over it, we're done with it. Gunnar needs to get back to living a life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Gunnar
This
is-
is still happening?
He is too cute to not be, like, there is not enough love going on this show. We need a happy
Yeah.
love interest story, and I need Gunnar to be a part of it because I loved it when he was. He's such a hopeless romantic.
Totally agree. I thought, you know, we don't want to be mean to a kid here, you know, sweet kid, but it's like we want to see him move on. Like, and at least when we saw some pain tonight, I thought, well, at least let him and Scarlett commiserate together so we get a little something brewing. Like, just seeing him go, you know, interact with a family.
Fly all the way to I'm just like, be done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, what's Gunnar playing now? The, like, good uncle who's trying to be, like, this responsible human. I get it. Like, it's nice. You should take care of Micah. He's your nephew. But, I mean,
It's
let's
done.
move on. Yeah,
I
right?
I feel like they sealed it up with a pretty little bow this episode, and I think
we good.
He might mention the name Micah, but other than that, we don't have to see it.
So we think.
I agree. I think they should have just last time left it as like the kid needed to not be angry. Like Micah should have just been like, I mean, he doesn't have to be all happy about everything, but I think they should have just left it as that Gunnar will be the good uncle in his life. The parents will, you know, keep taking care of him like they are. And done. All right. Speaking of, we're going to be done because we're moving on from that one. All right. So, poor Juliette. Let's talk about her and her cute. You guys are killing me.
Next to each other, we're like,
awesome.
thank you.
I like it. I can just sit here and watch. What else we got?
This is my favorite part.
She's so cute,
Oh,
right?
no, you're talking about love, and it's like, no, super cute, but like, it's still like, this is like pregnant love. Like, you know, they're like husband and wife. Like, where's
She's
the
like a
romance?
roly-poly. She's a roly-poly.
I died.
She's so cute. Just that bump is huge, and she's just so, I mean, beautiful, you know,
But
and it's just so
how
fun.
great to not have to act that. Like, she's literally like rolling because she can't stand up.
I bet you like they just like they saw her like doing different things around set while she was on set, and somebody was just like, we got to put that in the show. That's hilarious. And I like that she's not too proud to bring so much of her actual pregnancy and the funny kind of embarrassing things that she's obviously going through into this character because it's very relatable and it's so genuine, and I love her, and I love her and Avery. Their relationship is so honest and it's so real. I love it.
Yeah, you really see, because she's like wearing sweats all day, you know, she's eating her caramels and she's like can't even sing. She's getting we gotta talk about those in a second.
Touch my caramels and I'll cut a bitch.
Favorite line of the night.
It was great.
It was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool because we're seeing, you know, I don't know, I like her. They're like winning me over all the time.
I totally agree. I know, because we were all kind of lukewarm on him for a long time. But yeah, I love him with her too. And I thought, you know, it was very realistic to see her want to go, you know, into the studio, get back doing an album, because she said, you know, she doesn't have anything of her own life anymore. And if she loses her voice, she's like, I lose everything of me. And I thought that was a good, realistic scene as well. And
girlfriend's
really, like,
got to be bored.
Oh, so
you know what? So it's like, what can I do? Like, honestly,
she can't get a massage because she can't lay on her stomach. I mean, that's all I would do if I was trying, just like somebody to rub the back.
For real.
How does she not fall forward? Like, I just don't understand the physics of it. Like, I'm just very confused how that like happened. She just was giant. Giant. When do you think this baby's gonna come out, guys?
She said, "Oh, how about that?" I'm like, she goes, "It's a long time till this baby comes out," and I'm thinking, "Honey, child, you are huge. You cannot like that thing's got to pop soon enough. We can't be sitting here watching that for
Do we remember how long she's supposed to be far along on the show?
She looks definitely 7 months.
Yeah. I can't remember.
It can't be like that long. I mean, maybe long for her is 2 months, because I'm sure when you get to the 3rd trimester, you're like, get out.
Get out!
So maybe she's like, it's too long. It's too long.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen soon. Flash forward, that would be nice.
I mean, well, and how much could they have feasibly filmed before she did pop?
Yeah.
You know, because she had her baby in December. So it's like, obviously they're currently filming now.
Mm-hmm. 2 more episodes. 1.
Yeah, I would imagine probably maybe 2. I bet you there's like a mid-spring finale, and I bet you we get a baby.
Yeah.
A baby, or we'll get a break, you know, like probably 2 week or so break, and we'll get a baby before the break.
That's true. That's true.
I want the baby.
True dat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Give us the baby.
They're happy. They're happy. That's the happiest part of the show.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, I know we had a lot of down times in this episode this time.
Seriously, downers.
Yeah.
And pregnant people scare me, and I love Hayden. Like,
pregnant people scare you?
They do. This is why. Because first of all, the idea of pregnancy terrifies me. Second of all, I feel like I'm gonna hurt them. Like they already seem like they're like. There's so much pressure, like just everywhere, and they're on their body and everywhere, and I'm like, I'm gonna touch them, and they're just gonna, and it's gonna be my fault, and it's I'm gonna ruin somebody's life, and I just or babies, like I don't know, babies and pregnancy.
I'm not scared until it's the actual baby's out.
Me either.
Baby's out. If it's a little baby,
I have dreams of like walking down the steps and it's so scary.
When
I've never even been there. You know what I mean? Like.
When my brother and his wife had the baby, I'm like, don't hand it to me till I sit down. Like, I would have to be sitting on the couch because they were like this big. And I'm like, I'm not going to be the one to drop the baby and like, or trip, you know?
That's what I get scared of.
And that baby was like feeding off of the mother. Like, it's like an alien. Like, it's like some science fiction stuff. When you really
mean a baby elephant?
Yeah, I don't even know, but like
that was good.
Yeah.
That was
iconic.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm just saying, it's you know, real life. Babies and pregnant people are scary.
On another note,
love them, but they scare me a little bit.
The Deacon situation was actually terrifying.
I'm gonna jump to that one.
Do you want to?
Let's go ahead. Yep.
I don't know. It's just so downer. I want to.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We got to talk about our poor Deacon sometime.
He looked good though.
Yes, he sure did. He never disappoints.
Whitney was so angry at this entire episode. Every scene, she was just like, I can't. And then we had already seen Deacon multiple times this episode, and then all of a sudden it was just like, and she's just like, man. Every wrinkle,
every line on his face. Yeah.
She said, tell me if you don't agree, okay?
And she says, "How can I didn't even love him this much last week?
No, but for
this
real,
one
it's like it's getting better." What is it? The vulnerability, the scare.
I tell you, it's the eyes. His eyes.
It's
That man has lived, and he has lived well, and he is.
I mean, well, it's just because
he is a
he does
man.
everything so good. I mean, everything. Like it's like you
singing,
see,
the
the singing in
acting.
the kitchen, and he's got his weakness, and then
Well, let's talk about that weakness and what happened this time, because that was so scary.
Yeah.
The seizure.
Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
ever
that
seen
was
somebody
very-
have a seizure?
Not
Yes.
It's the most terrifying thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same reaction Scarlett did when
Well,
I
it's
was
so
next to her.
scary. You're like, why can't he talk? Why can't he talk? This is my uncle. Why, and then don't even get me started on Beverly.
Yeah.
Bye. Over and over. That's all
She's
I wanted to say.
fired up
Another
this
one of
week.
these.
Bye.
Yeah, we knew her coming wasn't going to be all.
That might be the
Sunshine.
worst.
I wanted to say sunshine and rainbows for a second. I'm like, that's not right.
Whatever makes you
She
happy.
might be the worst excuse for a human being. That is your
She really
brother. That's your brother. It's shocking.
Yeah, and we were all. This was the biggest shock of the episode because we all thought we said that she wasn't going to be a match. Is what
And
we
first
thought.
of all,
But
pushing
then-
someone to go do it, and it's your brother. Like, just say bye to her. Really? Do you really want to take someone's half? Of course he does. He wants to live, but do you want to take it like that? Like, she doesn't
Yeah.
want to do that for you. So you know what? You pray to the Lord above that somebody else will come
Yeah.
through. Like, do you want that being held over your head for the rest of your life? This ungrateful. I don't know. I really don't.
JJ goes in the middle of the episode, I don't want that evil in me.
I wouldn't. She's just got
Bad.
such negative energy, and it's just like, I don't want one of her organs in me at all. No. I'd be taking my chances with the donor
She's
list.
selfish is what she is, because she wanted just to remember the times that they'd sing, and she lies.
Especially after, come on, I mean, we've seen how she's treated Scarlett her whole life, So for her to, I mean, she has one chance of kind of redemption here
Yeah,
to be like, do something good with her
genuinely
life and
kind.
and she
Can't.
Well, and this is also the thing is like she could have continued the test and like could have maybe been like found out that she was ineligible to actually give him the kidney, but it's like, I mean, not the kidney, the liver, but it's like, why would you just all of a sudden stop trying? Like maybe when it's like, okay, are you ready to schedule this appointment? Maybe that's when you're like, you know,
but that holds on to so much hope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'd waste time.
Yeah, it's sick to me. Because it's really all about her. Like, he's sitting there telling her that he has liver cancer, and she's getting mad at Scarlett for, that's the reason you brought me out. I'm like, it's not about you, honey. It's not about you. Like, who cares if that's the reason they brought you out?
I know. It was painful to watch her get angry like that and to do that scene. It was really, really painful to watch her do that. Like,
crazy.
but I gotta say,
When people show you their true colors, as Oprah would say, when
spending
people
lots of
show
time
you
they're
their
best
true
buds, best bud. Hashtag Oprah.
For real.
BFF.
So as Oprah would say, when people show you their true colors, believe them. I don't know if she said that, but
now you're misquoting Oprah? You can't misquote Oprah.
when they
She's
show
Oprah.
you, believe.
somebody.
She's like
Somebody.
She's
That
like
was
the
awesome.
queen before Beyonce
that
was
was
the
awesome.
queen.
Regardless, it's true. So when someone is, you
Yeah.
need to believe them, because right there, we've known all along what she's like. We know what Beverly's really like deep down.
And again, though, I did like Mr. Amazing Deke, the way Deacon handled it. He just said, you're right, and he just doesn't engage with her. He just, says that.
He's such a
lets
dude.
her off the
Such a guy. No, like girls would just hold on to that and be like, "You bitch, I hate you. You ruined my life." As we saw Scarlett do, and Deacon's just like, "All right, well,
You're right.
bye."
And when she says, "You wouldn't have done this for me," and he said, "I would," and he would have.
Yeah.
No matter how much
Yeah.
dislike he has for his own sister, because how could you not dislike her? Honestly,
Right.
he's still a good human being, and that's the difference of having like. I don't know. He says he has faith he'll fight this and get through it. And it's like, that's the difference of being like that kind of person versus someone who has nothing to live for.
But if you do think about it, like, the things that Beverly does say, I mean, it is kind of true. Like, as sad as it is, I mean, you're asking her, this is a brother that she's not been connected with for a very long time. Neither of them have treated each other very good. Like, in all, like, he didn't want her there. Like, neither of them honestly have been the best sibling to the other one. No one's like super at fault, but you know, whatever. But you know, you're asking this woman to cut up her body. She's an older woman. Like, who knows? Like, go under the knife through surgery, you know, and give you part of herself and go through all that. Like, you got to have a little bit of like empathy for her fear. You know, I'm not saying that that's the right decision.
No,
but
everybody would be fearful, but it's like you also love someone more than that fear. It also regenerates. She's not going to lose 2/3 of her liver forever. You know, it's just things that she didn't care to hear how it could be okay. I don't think.
I
She just didn't want to do
it
it.
regenerates.
That's what they
Yeah,
said.
they did.
That's what they said, honey. But regardless, she didn't want to do it in the first place. You don't want, I don't know, in the end, do you really want to take somebody's liver who doesn't want to give it to you? You want that to be something that, like, because literally she would hang that over his head for the rest of his life.
And I realized that
Can't
they
be
had,
fun.
I realized that they had a lot, you know, that they were distant stuff, you know, and I mean, I've seen that in my own family and stuff too, but I think at the end of the day, even in the worst situations like that, there's some part of you that does go back to the good times you had as a kid or growing up, and that, I don't know, I just think something like that would tug at her heartstrings
a little bit
harder, but it didn't at all.
Yeah.
At all.
And I mean, at some point, he's got to tell his poor daughter.
Lord help us. But I mean, we'll save it for predictions because
He's still avoiding her, canceling the guitar lessons and all
That's not
that.
cool.
Yeah, that is not cool.
That's not
Actually,
cool,
yeah.
Deacon. Flawed.
At least tell her his
Yeah.
mother. Yeah, he's scared. I don't know. He'll never, you know.
But
It isn't cool after what
No.
they've just gone through with Rayna and how he's just kind of come back into her life for not that long.
Well, that's when you
and now to
say-
do this.
That's when Rayna stops being like, we're giving each other space, and you call and say, what's going on? Why are you canceling on Maddie? That's when you have that conversation and decide together as parents how you're going to tell the child, because you can't drag this out forever. I
Grow
know,
up, Rayna.
but he did say he was holding out that something good so it could soften the blow. Like he was going to get a liver so he could say, but guess what? I'm doing a transplant. It should be okay. He didn't get that, so now it's like he's gonna have to say
this is
something.
the thing, though. Time is so precious at this point. Why are you letting any of it go to waste?
For sure.
You know, as hard as it would be, it's just too precious.
I agree.
Come on, Deacon.
I do think it's good that he is in a support group, which we see,
Yes.
which normally seems like something he would not do.
Which
or
we saw
would-
for the first time,
Yeah.
admitting, I have liver cancer. He said that out loud to the group. Couldn't have been easy for him because he kept avoiding it, not talking about it, lashing out, and he's finally like saying it.
And his last speech I thought was really touching when he said that, you know, now he has something to live for. He has a daughter and people that love him and that he loves.
It's got to be tough too. He's like, I would have given up. I wouldn't have cared. Now it's like there is a reason to. Of course, it happens at this point.
Have we heard if Nashville has gotten renewed yet?
We have not heard. So everybody tell him to renew it.
It's killing me. Everybody tweet renew Nashville. Hashtag renew Nashville.
Season 4.
We want a season 4.
So
Yes. All right. So
yeah, we do.
we do.
We do.
Maddie.
Let's talk
I think we should
Maddie.
talk about
Let's
Maddie.
talk about Maddie.
Girl was
We
kicking
knew-
some butt this episode.
She was, but we
She's
knew
got her-
Jeff was gonna.
Golly. She's great. Daphne's great too.
Yeah.
Their mother performed with them at the Bluebird and, you know, kind of paid homage to the fact that her daughters are very talented. That's good. They need to still grow up a bit. And then you've got stupid Jeff.
We always knew he was gonna come in like a little snake. He
He
is. Little
is.
fox.
He's a snake.
Jeff, you're letting me down. Yeah, I mean, come on. How can he turn so quickly? His life was on, he could have just totally been screwed last week, and now he's already got his, like, fire back and is ready to be a dick again.
Can we just take a, speaking of dicks, can we just take a tangent? This is a really, what's his name? You guys need,
Oliver
I
Hudson.
hate Jeff, but she is obsessed with Oliver Hudson.
Let
and
me
I
tell
think
you
I
how
just fell in
this
love
goes
today.
down. So we're watching, and she's, all about Deacon's lines in his eye, face, which I am completely on board with. But when Jeff comes on, I'm like, come on, guys, he is hot. Not seeing it. And they're like, no, not seeing it. I'm like, well, maybe if you saw this, you would see why I find him so hot. So please, like we told you last week, go to the Oliver Hudson on Instagram and follow him, because he had this picture that his little kid drew, and he said it was a picture of a
cow?
some sort of a
Animal.
rhino or something, and
with little legs. It was a great drawing by I don't know how old his kids are, but it was adorable.
Yeah, and it says, "Why does he have 4 dicks?"
No, he's
legs.
Why does he have dicks for legs?
Yeah, why does he have? I probably still have it up because we were looking at it.
It was funny.
It's hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah,
he's funny on Instagram.
He's very humorous. So I think I fall for the funny guys.
Right.
So yeah, so it's like that humor.
It makes him more attractive when he's funny.
But that's not Jeff. That's different dude.
That's my
It's Oliver.
problem. I want him
and
to be
Jeff,
him, and he's
the way
not.
he treated his assistant tonight, I was like, walk on out of there, girl. It is not worth it. It's not worth that.
No,
that's
it's not.
Ridiculous. He is just like he's I know. He's trying to find something, and he's never going to be happy or satisfied. So now his next thing is let me find a young girl like Taylor Swift and build her up.
Maddie Conrad.
Enter.
Poor Daphne. All the time she gets a crap end of the stick.
I loved it. Daphne is such a beautiful voice. I mean, the maturity of her voice for being as young as she is just incredible. And a lot of that is led to, like, she's been literally probably doing it since she walked out of the womb because her older sister was so involved in it, but still.
And her parents too, yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So what do we think is going to happen here? Is this going to go through? Is this label, like he's trying to blackmail Teddy.
Oh, yeah. And we knew this was going to happen. We said this.
And you know what I have to say? Teddy had leverage right back, though. So don't go in and say, what would they think if the mayor hooks up with a prostitute? Well, what would they also think? That the mayor covered up a crime. But that crime involved you, Jeff. So the situation is he has something on you, too. You gave Layla. You gave Layla the pills.
Lila Garrity.
I love her. I wrote about her today.
Yeah, he should have thrown that right back at him, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could both go down together, or they can try to get along. Because that, to me, it's like, use your power there, Teddy, a little bit. Discredit the one that, like, can be discredited because nobody likes him in this town. I don't know.
I honestly think Jeff has more leverage than Teddy at this point.
I think they're both gonna fail, but Teddy's gonna let him walk
Teddy
all
has
over
a lot to lose.
I think Teddy should put a hit out on him. That's what you said.
I did?
You said I would shoot him.
No.
Maybe
that
you
was
could pay
her,
Sadie.
Beverly.
Oh.
Or Sadie's husband.
I'm scared of you.
I would not shoot Beverly. I just think she's a sick woman.
sick woman.
Sadie, however, should her husband come in, or her ex-husband, she just got to take care of herself. Doesn't mean she got to shoot him, but she got to be careful. Because that girl's she's struggling.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, we wondered how she looked so good already, but then we saw later that she still has a lot of the
covering
damage
it all
still
up,
just
like
hiding.
she's doing with her personal life. And she won't share that with Rayna or anyone.
Yeah, we really thought we were going to see her maybe share that with her, but
nope, we didn't get it.
We did not.
We did not.
Oh, y'all.
All right.
It was a quick one.
It was.
But
nope.
Nothing else.
I'm so sorry. I just had the biggest brain fart, and I am so embarrassed.
I'm actually, for half the time after I said that Oprah quote, I've been wondering if that's really true. So if anybody knows who actually said that quote, because honestly,
what's the quote again?
Oprah says.
No, you don't say Oprah said it if you don't know she said it for sure.
Someone says, if someone shows you their true colors, believe them. I swear it's her, but somebody tell me if it's not. I swear. I was thinking about like this. I was like,
figure it out right now.
What
Let me look it up for you.
Somebody's got to let me know. But
all right, somebody out there, tweet the poor girl, put her out of her misery tonight. All right, so we're
predictions.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into predictions.
And now your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
All right, I'm gonna just jump out with I believe Rayna is gonna be the donor for.
Do you want to? It's not Oprah, but you're gonna like it.
I'm gonna know who it is.
You're gonna
Give me
know
like
who
the
it
first
is.
letter.
Country.
First
It's
letter.
somebody country.
That's why.
Carrie.
Dolly Parton.
Yep.
There we go. Dolly Parton, Oprah. They're both queens. They're both queens, people. Dolly and Oprah. That is, see, I knew. That's why I kept, but wait a second. It's got to be somebody good. Dolly Parton, she the best.
She the best.
Okay. Anyway.
So glad we got that
goodness.
straightened out.
I can sleep tonight now.
Gosh,
Thank you.
me too.
Okay, back to the predictions.
Okay, yes.
So, yeah, you think it's Rayna.
I do.
And obviously, I'm predicting that has to come out next week. He has to tell them, whether it's just Rayna.
Yeah.
But he's got to say something.
If he does not tell them next week, Nashville's going to get canceled. You got
It's too slow.
I know. It's you got it. You can't.
We have to move.
Yeah, I agree.
The faster it goes, the better it is for viewers in general. What was my one that I had that I kept saying, saving that? You go.
Oh, I think Beverly, Scarlett's mom, I think she might tell the press about Deacon's cancer for money.
Yeah, she's sick.
She's a sick human being.
She really is.
Yep.
I also think that Rayna is going to. I might be stealing yours right now. I think Rayna is going.
Don't you steal what I said in that room.
You say yours and then I'll say my second one.
Okay.
She's still scared of her tonight.
You have no. Whitney's one person, you guys. I don't want to be on her shit list. That's what I'm telling you.
No, is this about Maddie?
Yeah.
I said this in the room. Maybe it's a little different. Maybe yours. Let's build.
Okay,
let's build on. Regardless, Matt. Obviously, Teddy's gonna sign Maddie, right? The situation is this: Teddy is not Maddie's biological father. Deacon is. So that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Go.
I think because Rayna's going to be so pissed that Teddy signed, she's going to take away his paternal parentage of Maddie and give it to Deacon.
And then they take her right on back.
And then she's going to sign her to Highway 65.
I was going to add that to that.
Bitch, please!
Oh, for sure that's going to happen. She'll end up at Highway 65. But for sure, something's going to go down because in the end, it's like, Teddy, if you act like a father, you would consult with her mother, which you chose not to do because of blackmail. Then here's my other issue. In the preview next week, he's acting like, I'm her dad. I can make decisions. Honey, you weren't acting like that last week. Don't get on your high horse. Tell her the truth at least as to why you did it. Maybe then she would understand to an extent that you're being blackmailed and she wants to save her kids from the mayor coming out.
Like Rayna's really going to help Teddy when he's like, so I was hiring prostitutes.
No, I think
I was
she
real
would.
lonely.
I think she would.
Think she
would?
would?
I think she would keep that covered for her kids' sake. I don't think she cares anything about Teddy.
Okay.
But if something like that came out for Daphne and Maddie to know that your dad was with a prostitute, that's in the
don't
press.
you think she would really rip them from him?
Oh, I think so, but I think that she's going to have a right to do that because if he's not honest, she's going to find something out at some point. But easier for him to be like, I have to do this, Rayna. This is what he has over me. This is what I have over him. This is what happened. So can we work together? I know this is sick. I know I'm scum. But for our kids' sake, let's not let this come out. I think she would go for that.
Teddy was.
I definitely agree. That would be his smartest move.
Right, but I don't think he's doing that. I think he's getting on his high horse and being proud.
Yep.
Teddy was tempted by the snake and took the forbidden fruit. And now he's going to pay for it.
There you have
biblical right there. I don't know. Did we miss anything?
No, Beverly, bye.
I think so.
That's all we got.
Bye, Beverly.
Bye, see
we gonna see anybody back?
All right.
Are we gonna I need some new.
Who we missing?
We
we didn't have Layla and Will this week.
Yeah. I always call him Luke because
I do. OC.
Yeah. Well, and then we may have a little, you guys might get a special little Zoe joining the panel in a couple weeks here too.
We have a couple other guests lined up, so we'll be sure to let you know so you can tune in.
Definitely.
Yay.
All right, well, I think that wraps us up for tonight. Once again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, follow on, tweet us, comment. We'd love to hear what's going on. Where can everybody follow you guys at?
You guys can find me or follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Keetin Marchi, KeetinMarchi. It's probably down here on the screen too.
That was fun little dance. Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Southern_wit.
And I'm at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, Jurgens JJ on Instagram, and on my blog at TomGirlTV. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you again next week.
Woohoo!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz y'all later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.